Hello everyone, welcome to English Cubby. Today I have a powerful story for you. This story is about courage, hard work, and never giving up. It's called The Price of Dreams, and it will show you that success doesn't come free. You must earn it. So, sit back, listen carefully, and let this story inspire you to chase your own dreams. There was a young woman named Sarah. She was 22 years old and lived in a busy city with her family. Sarah had big dreams. She wanted to start her own business, help her parents, and make a difference in the world. But right now, she was working at a small coffee shop, earning barely enough to survive. Sarah's father, David, was a taxi driver who worked 12 hours every day. Her mother, Anna, sold vegetables at the market. They worked so hard just to pay the bills and put food on the table. Sarah's younger brother, Sam, was 15 years old and still in school. He looked up to Sarah and believed she would do something great one day. Every night, Sarah would sit by her window and look at the tall buildings in the distance. She would say to herself, "One day, I will build something amazing. One day, my family won't have to struggle anymore." But deep down, she was scared. She had no money, no connections, and no clear path forward. One evening, after a long day at work, Sarah sat with her father. She said, "Papa, I want to start a business, but I don't know where to begin. We don't have money." Her father looked at her with tired but kind eyes and said, "Sarah, nothing worth having comes easy. If you want success, you must be willing to pay the price. Start with what you have, even if it's small." Those words stayed with Sarah. She realized she couldn't wait for the perfect moment. She had to create it herself. Sarah began thinking about what she could do. She noticed something. Every morning, people rushed to work without eating a proper breakfast. They grabbed expensive coffee and unhealthy snacks from stores. Sarah thought, what if I could give them something healthy, affordable, and quick? She decided to make fresh breakfast sandwiches and sell them near the train station where hundreds of people passed by every morning. But there was a problem. Sarah had no money to buy ingredients. She only had $20 in her pocket, which was supposed to last her 2 weeks. Sarah made a difficult choice. She used that $20 to buy bread, eggs, vegetables, and cheese. That night, she stayed up late preparing sandwiches. Her mother helped her wrap them neatly. Her brother wrote small labels that said, "Sarah's Fresh Start, Healthy Breakfast for $3." The next morning, Sarah woke up at 4 a.m. She was nervous. What if nobody buys anything? What if people laugh at me? But she remembered her father's words. She packed her sandwiches in a small cooler and walked to the train station. At first, people ignored her. They walked past quickly, too busy to notice. Sarah felt embarrassed. She wanted to go home. But then, she took a deep breath and shouted, "Fresh, healthy breakfast! Only $3! Better than fast food!" A middle-aged woman stopped and said, "What do you have?" Sarah showed her the sandwiches. The woman smiled and said, "I'll take one." That was Sarah's first customer. By the end of the morning, she had sold 15 sandwiches. She made $45. After subtracting the cost of ingredients, she had a profit of $25. Sarah was thrilled. It wasn't much, but it was a start. She went home and told her family, "I did it! People bought my sandwiches!" Her father hugged her and said, "See, you took the first step. That's the hardest part." From that day on, Sarah woke up at 4 a.m. every single day. She prepared sandwiches, went to the train station, and sold them to commuters. Some days were good, some days were hard. Sometimes it rained and she got soaked. Sometimes people were rude and rejected her. But Sarah never quit. After 2 weeks, she had regular customers. People started recognizing her. They said, "There's the sandwich girl. Her food is really good." Word spread. More people came to buy from her. Sarah saved every dollar she earned. She lived on almost nothing so she could grow her business. One day, a man in a suit approached her. He said, "Your sandwiches are great. Have you thought about selling to offices? I work at a company nearby. We have 50 employees who need breakfast every day." Sarah's eyes widened. This was a huge opportunity. But it was also scary. Could she make 50 sandwiches every day? That night, Sarah talked to her family. Her mother said, "This is too much work for one person." But her father said, "Sarah, this is your chance to grow. We will help you." Sam said, "I'll wake up early and help you pack the sandwiches." Sarah made a decision. She would take the risk. The next morning, she went to the man's office with 50 sandwiches. The employees loved them. They paid her in advance for the whole week. Sarah couldn't believe it. She was making real money now. But success came with sacrifice. Sarah no longer had time to rest. She worked from 4 a.m. to 9 p.m. every day. Her hands hurt from preparing so much food. She was exhausted. Some nights, she cried from tiredness. But every time she wanted to quit, she looked at her parents. She saw how hard they worked. She remembered why she started. She couldn't give up now. After 3 months, Sarah's business was doing well. She was making $200 a day. She started saving money to rent a small shop. But then something happened. Another person, a man named Jake, saw how successful Sarah was. He started selling breakfast sandwiches at the same train station. Jake had more money than Sarah. He bought a fancy cart with a big sign. He sold his sandwiches for $2, cheaper than Sarah's $3. Customers started going to him instead. Sarah's sales dropped. She felt scared. What if she lost everything she worked for? For a few days, Sarah felt defeated. But then she remembered something her father once said. "When someone copies you, it means you're doing something right. Don't compete on price. Compete on quality." Sarah decided to improve instead of panicking. She asked her customers, "What do you like about my sandwiches? What can I do better?" They said, "Your food tastes homemade. It feels like love is in every bite. Jake's sandwiches are cheap, but they don't taste as good." Sarah realized her strength was her care and quality. She started adding new items. She made fresh fruit cups, yogurt parfaits, and smoothies. She wrote personalized thank you notes for her regular customers. She remembered their names and asked about their families. Slowly, customers came back to her. They said, "Jake's sandwiches are cheap, but yours are worth the extra $1." One customer told her, "Sarah, you don't just sell food, you sell kindness. That's why we choose you." Sarah learned an important lesson. Don't compete by being cheaper. Compete by being better. Just when things were going well, disaster struck. One morning, Sarah woke up with a high fever. She was too sick to work. Her mother said, "Sarah, you need to rest. Your body is telling you to stop." But Sarah was worried. If she didn't work, she wouldn't earn money. Her customers were counting on her. Her father said, "Sarah, you've been working without a break for 4 months. Even machines need rest. Take 2 days off. We will manage." Sarah didn't want to, but she had no choice. She was too weak to stand. During those 2 days, her family stepped in. Her mother made the sandwiches. Her father delivered them to customers. Her brother Sam took orders and handled the money. When Sarah recovered and returned to work, her customers said, "We missed you. Your family told us you were sick. We hope you're feeling better." Sarah realized something important. She didn't have to do everything alone. Her family was her team. She also realized that taking care of herself was part of the journey. You can't build a successful business if you destroy your health. After 6 months, Sarah had saved $3,000. It was enough to rent a small shop. She found a tiny space near a college campus. The rent was $500 a month. It was a big risk. What if the business failed? She would lose everything. Sarah was scared to take the leap. She talked to her father. He said, "Sarah, fear is normal, but don't let fear stop you. You've proven you can succeed. Now take the next step." Sarah signed the lease. She used her savings to buy equipment, paint the walls, and decorate the shop. She named it Sarah's Fresh Start Cafe. Her family helped her set everything up. On opening day, Sarah was nervous. What if nobody comes? But people came. Her regular customers from the train station showed up. They brought friends. College students loved the healthy, affordable food. By the end of the first week, the cafe was packed every morning. Sarah's dream was becoming real. But she knew this was just the beginning. Running a shop was harder than selling at the train station. She had to manage inventory, pay rent, hire help, and handle complaints. Some days were overwhelming. One day, a customer complained that her smoothie wasn't cold enough. Another said the sandwich had too much salt. Sarah felt frustrated. She was working so hard, but people still found problems. That night, she broke down crying. She said to her mother, "I'm trying my best, but it's never enough." Her mother held her hand and said, "Sarah, not everyone will be happy, but most people love what you do. Don't let a few complaints make you forget all the people you've helped. Keep going." Sarah realized that criticism was part of success. She couldn't please everyone, but she could keep improving and serving those who appreciated her work. After 1 year, Sarah's cafe was thriving. She was making enough money to support her family. Her parents no longer had to work so hard. She paid for her brother's school fees and bought her mother a new sewing machine. But Sarah didn't stop there. She remembered where she came from. She remembered the struggle. One day, she saw a young man standing outside her cafe, staring at the menu. He looked hungry, but didn't come in. Sarah went outside and said, "Are you okay?" The young man said, "I'm sorry. I don't have money, but the food smells so good." Sarah smiled and said, "Come inside. Today, breakfast is on me." She gave him a full meal. As he ate, she asked about his story. He said he was looking for work but couldn't find any. Sarah remembered when she had nothing. She said, "If you're willing to work hard, I can give you a job. I need help in the cafe." The young man's eyes filled with tears. He said, "Really? You would trust me?" Sarah said, "Someone once gave me a chance. Now I'm giving you one." That young man, whose name was Daniel, became one of Sarah's best employees. He worked hard, learned quickly, and never forgot Sarah's kindness. Sarah also started a program. Every Saturday, she gave free breakfast to homeless people in her neighborhood. People said, "Sarah, you're losing money doing this." But Sarah said, "I'm not losing anything. I'm investing in kindness. These people need hope, and I can give them that." 2 years later, Sarah opened her second cafe, then a third. Her business became well known in the city. Newspapers wrote about her story. People called her an inspiration. But Sarah stayed humble. She never forgot her struggles. One day, a young woman came to her cafe and said, "Sarah, I want to start a business, but I have no money and no experience. How did you do it?" Sarah sat down with her and said, "Let me tell you the truth. Success is not free. You must pay the price." She continued, "The price is hard work. The price is sacrifice. The price is waking up early when others sleep. The price is facing fear and moving forward anyway. The price is failing, learning, and trying again. The price is believing in yourself when nobody else does." The young woman listened carefully. Sarah said, "But here's the good news. If you're willing to pay that price, anything is possible. Start with what you have. Take the first step. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Create it yourself." The young woman thanked Sarah and left feeling inspired. Sarah smiled, knowing she had passed on the same wisdom her father gave her years ago. Sarah's story teaches us many lessons. First, dreams require action. Wishing is not enough. You must work for what you want. Second, start small, but start now. You don't need everything to begin. You just need courage and determination. Third, failure and setbacks are part of the journey. Don't let them stop you. Learn from them and keep moving forward. Fourth, quality and kindness matter more than being the cheapest or the biggest. Be excellent at what you do. Fifth, take care of yourself. Success means nothing if you lose your health. And finally, when you succeed, lift others up. Give back. Help someone else start their journey. Sarah didn't have money, connections, or a perfect plan, but she had something more powerful. She had determination. She had courage. She had the willingness to pay the price of her dreams. Now I ask you, what is your dream? What are you willing to do to achieve it? Remember, nothing worth having comes easy, but everything is possible if you work hard, stay focused, and never give up. Your story can be like Sarah's. The only difference is that you must take the first step. So what are you waiting for? Start today. Start now. Your dream is waiting for you. Thank you for listening to this story on English Cubby. I hope it inspired you to chase your dreams and work hard for what you want. Remember, success is not free, but it is possible. Believe in yourself, take action, and never, ever give up. If you enjoyed this story, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us create more motivational stories for you. See you in the next story. Keep learning, keep growing, keep dreaming.